title. I'm going to take him out in the most spectacular way possible. I will break him and take him down to his lowest level. The whole world will remember Marcin Lazarz.
The punishing pole, Marcin Lazarz, the man they call Bane. He comes in off big back-to-back wins, first of all over Rico Rodriguez, who he decisioned, and then over Krzysztof Pietracek, who he TKO'd, corner stoppage after the first round. A man with a 29% KO ratio, a 29% submission ratio. He'll have his work cut out for him tonight against the hard-hitting Spartan, McDermott.
Yes, but Mike, this man is well-rounded. You saw from his showreel how quick he is with the takedowns. He then gets the finish. We also saw from his showreel how heavy-handed he is with the right hand. This is intriguing for me. We've seen that he's got both skill sets. Which will he use tonight against the Spartan?
Most pundits are tipping that this fight will not go the distance. Most people say it will not last 3 rounds. One way or another, one of these two men is going to sleep.
And Mike, something you mentioned almost casually there, Rico Rodriguez on his resume.
One of the biggest names in mixed martial arts history. Sure, Rico Rodriguez has seen better days than he's seen in his fight against Lazarz, which was back on June 29, 2013. But still, Rico Rodriguez is Rico Rodriguez. And if you saw the fight, it was not one of Rico's worst fights. It was actually one of Rodriguez's better fights in recent times.
Yeah, I'm intrigued with this one, Mike. I am so pumped for this light heavyweight world title because, as you said, it's not going to go to a finish, but how are they going to get there?
To stop me chasing that dream. My family's behind me, and my fans are behind me too. I've earned this title shot, and it's my time to shine.
Listen to the ovation! The Barclaycard arena is deafening as the Spartan, McDermott, makes his way to the cage.
Yes, he's here to rumble. The Spartan is ready for war, and so are we. We will be back with the BAMMA light heavyweight world title straight after this.
Welcome back inside the Barclaycard Arena here in Birmingham. It is time for the big one, the World Light Heavyweight title on the line, as Marcin Lazarz takes on McDermott.
And if we look at the tail of the tape, McDermott, the older man at 36, the much taller man Lazarz, and he's the more experienced. We know this is going to be explosive, but whose waist will the belt go round? Let's go to Buddy now to find out.
Fight fans across the world and in the arena this evening, are you ready for the main event? Shadow sanctioned by the UK MMA Federation, commissioned by Safe MMA, presented by Carl Forge and Andy Shepherd, and commentators Michael Chiavello and Malcolm Martin. Our judges scored in this main event, Andy Roberts, Kevin Chappell, and Garth Harriman. And our referee in charge of the action, Mr. Leon Roberts. And now, it's the main event. We are ready for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. This is for BAMMA's vacant lightweight world title. Introducing first, Fighting out of the blue corner, an MMA fighter standing 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 203.8 pounds. An impressive record of 7 wins, 1 loss and 0 draws, with 2 of those wins by submission and 2 by TKO. Representing Team Titan all the way from Poland, Marcin Bane Lazarz! And his opponent, fighting across the ring in the red corner, also an MMA fighter standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 204 pounds, an impressive record of 4 wins, 1 loss and 0 draws, with 3 of those wins by TKO. Representing Flex MMA from Barrow-in-Furness in England, ladies and gentlemen, Brett the Spartan McDermott! Once again, our referee in charge, Leon Roberts.
Gents, you both know the rules, you both know what I expect. Protect yourself at all times, obey my instruction at all times. If I ask for a break, I expect a good, clean break. Fight hard, fight fair, fight clean. Touch gloves, back to your corners.
Final instructions from our central referee, Leon Roberts. The World Light Heavyweight title on the line between 2 power punches. It's Marcin Lazarz of Poland and England's own Brett McDermott. And look at the size of the traps on Brett McDermott. They should have their own postal code. We are finally happening. Michael Chavello, Malcolm Martin with you, and Lazarz comes out jabbing.
Yes, for me, this all depends how long Lazarz wants to stay upright with McDermott before he tests him on the ground. We've seen how quickly the man can go for the leg takedowns. He's very sharp for a big man, and you wonder how long he'll stay up here in the range of Brett McDermott.
McDermott's last 2 opponents have lasted less than 3 minutes combined with him in the cage. Outside thigh kick from McDermott.
But again, you see how Lazarz is so light on his feet for a big man.
Lazarz, plenty of head movement, as well he should have.
I was going to say he's going to need it against McDermott.
McDermott fakes and then shoots the jab off the lead hand, drops it down to the breadbasket. Turning the kick from Lazarz, he got caught! He shoots in because he knows he got bobbled with the hands of McDermott. Smart move here from Marcin Lazarz.
I thought that would happen, Mike. He felt the power of McDermott. Instincts took over. He resorted to type and took him down. He said it's a good call because he was hurt.
Half guard position for Lazarz. An opportunity to work the elbows off the left-hander.
I think he was just being warned there about where on the head he was placing those elbows.
Down to the thigh as well, off the right elbow from Lazarz. The pole gets full mount here.
Now, Mike, remember, one of the things that was intriguing about this was people weren't saying that McDermott hasn't got a ground game. They said we've had no reason to see it. Everybody's wondering what would happen if he go to ground because he's KO'd 3 of his 4 victims.
At the moment, he's looking for a submission on Marcin Lazarz. Nice work here from McDermott. Lazarz pops the head out, back to side control. Advantageous position for him to be in. Can cut the hip in here if he likes, go knee on belly, try and get to full mount again, or posture up and work some ground and pound, even drive some knees into that midsection.
Yeah, I think Leon's looking closely now to see what work's going on, but this is what people wanted to see, how Brett would react to being in this position. And that's a big man, 6'3" on top of you there, Mike, with nothing else, carrying this man's weight in this position.
You see McDermott just controlling the posture of Lazarz, not allowing the big pole to posture up and land some ground and pound. Just past the halfway mark of this opening round, set for 3.
Yes, and it's a situation I thought could happen early, and it all stems from the fact that McDermott got through with a clean shot. Lazarz felt the power and immediately took it to ground. It's a sensible tactic, and this is one thing we were saying, Mike, how rounded Lazarz is.
Lazarz top position, inside of half guard. 2 minutes remains in a torrid first round. See if Lazarz tries to get that left leg out and pass and go to side control again.
Yes, McDermott trapping that leg, and Leon coming in close now because he'll obviously want to see them continue working and looking, but you can see Lazarz looking to posture up now, Mike.
Single leg here from Brett McDermott. Lazarz back up to his feet. McDermott back up there too. Now McDermott looking for a takedown. Drives Lazarz against the ring. Nice work here, popping up the cut.
Listen to the response from the crowd when McDermott suddenly burst into life.
Little cut, little nick over the right eye, it looks like, on McDermott. Nothing too serious. Counter right hand down the tube from him. Outside leg kick, just to the outside knee. And again from McDermott, eats a jab.
Yes, Lazarz has got the range. If he pops that jab out early, he's got the height advantage. He needs to use it. And a good solid right hand from him, and another one.
Double overhand rights from Marcin Lazarz. A fake there from McDermott. Overhand right from Lazarz again. Didn't turn the knuckles over. McDermott with a hook right hand. Lazarz ties him up, backs him against the cage.
Yes, again, it was Lazarz that initiated. But he's got some heavy strikes of his own in there as well, and Brett McDermott looks more weary already from that damage. He's got big, powerful hands, the pole, and he's got that height advantage that he knows how to use when they're in the stand-up.
Glancing left hook there from McDermott, the one he stung Lazarz with earlier in the round.
Yes, Lazarz has to be careful. His head's been dropped twice already early in this round. McDermott pushing forward now with the low right leg kick.
Clipping left hand from Lazarz in the final few seconds of this opening round.
Mike, you just feel that either of these men ran really clean, one step closer, right at the bell there. Very good opening round.
Lazarz looking for a driving takedown, couldn't execute it. We go to the towels. First round down now, light heavyweight world title fight.
That shot that rocks, that left hand, Mike, rocks him immediately, and Lazarz instantly goes into his comfort zone for the takedown. And we spent a lot of the round like that because there's a good, you don't realise how solid that right hand is until you see it there, do you?
It's frightening the power that McDermott has. Now figure out that he actually wobbled Lazarz off a half jab. Imagine what the man can do when he lands a solid right cross. Scary.
And this is the thing for me, I think both times that they've landed strongly, if they were further half step in, you get the full power. I think if one of these men lands cleanly, you get the feeling you won't need a follow-up. It might come with the ground and pound, but you really don't feel they need it.
We are ready to rock and roll. Second round. Set for three, the world light heavyweight title on the line between England's Brett McDermott and Poland's Marcin Lazarz. Michael Chavello, Malcolm Martin with you from the Barclaycard Arena in Birmingham.
Yes, a big world light heavyweight title, and we've had an action-packed first round, and they're both throwing heavy leather again here in the second. For me, it's just about timing and distancing now for who will take this, because they've both shown real power.
McDermott setting that right hand. If he finds the jaw of Lazarz, Lazarz will starve to death rolling. The pole shoots out a jab, drops it down to the breadbasket. You feel it may be just a matter of time before McDermott is a ticking time bomb ready to explode. But will he pull the trigger in this round?
Well, the thing is, if you look at the body language of the two, McDermott, he's flat-footed, he wants to come in and he really wants to throw the bombs. Lazarz, for a big man, is light on his feet, he's got good movement, but you know McDermott's got just one aim in mind.
Drops the left hand to the breadbasket again. Lazarz with the overhand right. There's a right hand counter from McDermott. Feints on that occasion. Inside leg kick to the femoral profunda. Was a nice one.
And he almost followed that up with a textbook uppercut that just missed. It was a nice combination.
Left hook from McDermott. Lazarz may have just gone clipped on the orbital with that one.
Yes, it was close, Mike, and he is getting closer. Lazarz has to be careful because McDermott is beginning to find his range now. He doesn't need to be that close to McDermott. With the height advantage, he's standing very square on, which is because he'll want to shoot as well. But while they're upright like that, if he stands more side on and pumps that jab out, he's got a real advantage. He's just not using it at the moment. That said, that was a big right, Mike.
And McDermott just shrugged it off. This is McDermott finding range, inching forward slowly on Lazarz until he can set that tub-thumping right hand.
Yes, Lazarz needs to stay mobile, stay moving, or again shoot and test McDermott on the ground. Because he does not want to be in range of this powerful, shorter man.
The only loss that McDermott has in his pro career was his very first fight against Thomas Denham, who choked him out by rear naked in the second round. Since then, he hasn't just beaten opponents, he has obliterated them.
Yes, Lazarz is staying mobile, moving constantly, and I said he's a very good technician. I'm just wondering when in this round, we're about halfway through now, he looks to shoot and take McDermott down again.
Just waiting for McDermott still to pull the trigger here. Lazarz with the jab. Of the two, if you're scoring this round so far, you've got to say Marcin Lazarz has been the busier and has landed the better shots. Now it's time for McDermott to go, to start putting down some points.
I agree, Mike. If he's going to keep it upright, he's got to work more. He's got to make Lazarz go on the defensive. He's got to push him back. He's got to throw the leather, because when it's upright, this is his best chance, and we know he's got the power, and he doesn't need any backlift to his punches either to get the power. But for me, Lazarz is really doing a very clever job of negating the power of McDermott at the moment and picking him off on the counter.
McDermott leading with the left, still hasn't pulled that trigger on the right hand yet.
And you can hear the crowd here at the Barclaycard Arena really trying to get behind McDermott and urge him on.
Controlling centre cage, forcing Lazarz to the outside, left roundhouse kick there, jump balking right hand, didn't commit to it, and Lazarz almost caught him with the counter left.
Well, that's the thing, when he's coming on, it doubles up the impact, and Lazarz has got good timing, and again there, the jab's landed through, so I'm agreeing with you, Mike. As the round ticks down, yes, McDermott's the forward foot fighter, but Lazarz is picking him off on the counter, constantly moving, and showing great confidence here with dropping his hands like that as McDermott comes in.
McDermott's movement also a little too straight line, needs to cut off the cage here and be able to pin Lazarz so as to work that right cross.
Well, as I said, he is flat-footed, he's coming in, he knows exactly what he wants to do, get there, plant the feet and let the bombs go. And again, perfect timing from Lazarz with the takedown.
And if there are any question as to who was ahead in this round, certainly those questions are answered by that takedown. 35 seconds on the clock. Nice look at the welts on the inside. 5 Lazarz there as well, courtesy of those leg kicks, but the pole is in the dominant side control position.
And with 25 seconds left, with that weight on you again, that control, he's known what he's done. He's really impressed me with the choices he's made tonight against a very dangerous opponent that can finish a fight with one punch. Lazarz's choice has been superb.
Polish fighters traditionally do not have a lot of flair, but they are effective, and so far, Marcin Lazarz is that.
Yes, he's ground, for me, these opening 2 rounds out. I don't know about you, Mike, but I feel that McDermott really needs that stoppage here in round 3, or the title could be going away from him.
Malcolm, I am in agreement. He's got to work a whole lot harder than he is, Brett McDermott, as we take a look at some of the action that went down there in the second. Uppercut from McDermott, just didn't have the mustard behind it. But as Malcolm said, even on the back foot, it was the counter ability of Marcin Lazarz that was constantly tagging McDermott. McDermott relying too much on the one big salvo.
It's when you look at the feet, Mike, as we saw there, Lazarz up on the toes, moving, ready to go forward or backwards. Brett really flat-footed, coming in to get those power shots, plant his feet. He really does need to be that one step closer to land that big bomb now, and he does need that bomb.
Third and final round. Can Brett McDermott finally find that good night shot?
If I was Lazarz, I'd go to ground maybe even earlier in this round. After a bit of stand-up, which he's more than comfortable standing with McDermott, I say minute and a half into it, take it to ground and really make sure of the win. For Brett, he's got to get that one step closer and get that big punch off.
In just under 5 minutes' time, one of these men will be wearing the BAMMA World Light Heavyweight Championship.
And I like the way Lazarz hits on the turn as well. As you said, the good head movement works the body, hits on the move. And it's frustrating, as you can see, for Brett to get that range, to get inside.
And the problem again here is McDermott's inability to cut off the movement of Lazarz. Those little quarter turns, the little pirouettes, the little angles that Lazarz moves and picks McDermott apart with those left hands.
Yeah, he goes off the centre line beautifully, that's the thing. And it's really impressive for a man his size.
Left hook again, and another one from Lazarz.
I'm sure boxing world champion Carl Froch would be impressed with the movement of this light heavyweight man and his hand speed and his thinking ability.
McDermott looking a little too one-dimensional at the moment. He needs to do more of that. He needs to get in Lazarz's face.
But the thing is, Lazarz is using that height reach now. Look, he's having to eat that left hook, McDermott. He blinks his eyes. Lazarz is remaining focused.
Knee from the clinch by McDermott. Uppercut misses the target. Lazarz again going back to that left hook.
Yes, McDermott, mouth open, breathing heavy. He's still got time and he's still got the power. But look at the confidence of Lazarz, Mike. He drops his hands, he walks away when he's out of range.
And look at the difference in the footwork of the two. Lazarz up on the balls of his feet. Now shoots in for a double leg and gets the takedown.
And as I said, look, Mike, still 3 minutes to go earlier this time. If he keeps him there now and grinds this out, that belt's going to be his.
Lazarz does have 2 submission victories on his record. The last of those coming back in December 2012 when he armbarred Sam Mensah.
That was here at BAMMA, wasn't it?
That was at BAMMA 11. Inside the guard of McDermott, a chance here for Lazarz to posture up and work that GMP.
This is where McDermott really doesn't want to be at the moment, this late in the game. So for me, Mike, even if the judges had, for example, gone 1 round each for the opening 2, there's no doubt on this 3rd round at all at the moment.
This is definitely Lazarz's round so far, and contrary to popular opinion, this fight may indeed go the distance, unless McDermott can find a way back to his feet, because you feel off his back. With Lazarz inside his guard, there's not a lot McDermott's going to do.
That's the problem for him. He's got 2 minutes left. I think he knows it, but we're talking about a man that's 6'3". These are 2 heavily muscled men. McDermott, as we've seen, put a lot into it before. And I think Lazarz, it might not be what the crowd wants to see that's supporting Brett. They've come here to really get behind their man. But Lazarz is just here to win. He's done his job upright, and now I think he's seeing this out to make sure of victory, Mike.
Sitting inside the guard, momentarily posturing up and working those right hands. And now, referee Leon Roberts may have just done Brett McDermott a big favour. Here's McDermott's 2nd shot. He's got to go for broke now. Brett McDermott's got to pull out all the stock. And he comes forward on Lazarz.
But what he's got to do is negate that foot movement of Lazarz. And again, this is obvious.
He could not
Lazarz
cut
is
off
here
the
to
cage.
win, Mike. No, Lazarz is here to win.
He could not cut off the cage, could not cut off the movement of Lazarz. Lazarz with an easy takedown. Sits inside of half guard now.
And he's sitting inside the final minute as well, Mike.
Unless he can get another stand up here.
Well,
And
Lazarz,
McDermott gets mounted. In the final 45 seconds, he gets mounted.
he's just doing enough to say to Leon, look, I'm moving, I'm working, I've got mount position now. And then he starts to put that weight down on Brett, rubbing that head into the cut. Now looking for the forearm and the elbows chopping down. Inside 30 seconds.
Lazarz just wants to slice, dice, and fillet the face of Brett McDermott here with these elbows. It's been a dominant final round for the Polish fighter. Lazarz is looking to become the world light heavyweight champion. McDermott takes 2 solid right hands, smack bang between the eyes.
This is it for me now, Mike. This is, if there was any doubt, there's no doubt anymore. Lazarz will know it, I'm sure, so will McDermott.
The final Polish hammer's coming down the face of Brett McDermott. Lazarz pumps his hands in the air, and McDermott hangs his head in his palms. He knows that this opportunity has slipped away from him.
Body language said it all, Mike. Body language said it all. So, Mike, the question was answered. We felt Lazarz would fight that way. He fought exactly the right fight, didn't he? For the type of dangerous opponent that was stood in front of him.
It was the perfect fight. On the back foot, staying out of range of that thumping right hand that McDermott never could land cleanly. He knew that McDermott would not be able to cut off his lateral footwork. McDermott was too flat-footed. Being flat-footed with your feet that close, it allowed Lazarz to execute those double-leg takedowns quite easily on McDermott and score those points.
And he had like an internal body clock, didn't he? He knew when in the round to take the man down and smother the round out.
It was the perfect game plan executed by Marcin Lazarz, and it should see him with championship gold around his waist in a few moments' time.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 exciting rounds in this main event, we go to our judges' scorecards. Your winner, by unanimous decision and new BAMMA light heavyweight champion of the world, in the blue corner from Poland, Marcin Bane Lazarz.
Marcin Lazarz of Poland, the new BAMMA World Light Heavyweight Champion. Marcin, you did it in style tonight. It seemed you had the perfect game plan to defeat Brett McDermott. Can you tell us what that game plan was?
First of all, I had a great camp. Trained with the great coaches, great sparring partners, the best I could possibly get in the UK. I have a great manager from Elite MMA, Chris. Together, workout with BAMMA matchmaker. Great opportunity. So I step up for it, you know. And the strategy was just to keep it on the feet, light up, because Brett, the powerful opponent, you know, with a big right hand.
I was going to say, in the first round, he seemed to stun you with one of those punches. I think it was off the left hand, and immediately you dove in and took him down. So you felt the power, you knew he had the power. Did that then become the game plan to avoid that power and get the takedown any chance you could?
I didn't want to face the clash in the first round. That was the strategy. We have a heavy hand. I taste that left hand a little bit, so immediately took him down. I always do.
What does this belt mean for you? What does this belt mean for Poland as well? You've got such a big Polish contingent in the audience here tonight. Tell us about this moment in your life now, Marcin, and what this means for you and what this means for Poland.
It means a lot. It means everything, you know. I was working so hard for it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud that my country can have this belt, and I can have it for my family, that they do everything for me to be here, and yeah, just very happy right now.
I know that you're probably looking forward to taking a break now, doing some relaxing with the championship gold, but looking ahead in the not too distant future, who would you like to defend this strap against first, do you think?
It's not my job to do. I step up and do this with everyone. There's the man there. He matched me up properly. Don't run away, Jude. And then, yeah, I'll step up for it there, whoever comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your new world champion.